You're listening to littlepodcast.com.
When you can see into this crystal, then you will be ready. Only then.
Why you gotta take it there?
Retake. This isn't gonna work.
We're not talking about any integrity.
We are trying to exploit a generation.
Ever tell you about that time when I paid for Chinese food with the DVD? The grease is the gravy.
You guys played footsie under the table.
Well, yes, but that's irrelevant. I can smell Pepto-Bismol from here. It tastes like an antacid tablet. Why are there so many Draculas everywhere? No. There's potato vodka everywhere.
Welcome to Born in the 80s, episode 185. I'm your host, John Rowe, joined by my afternoon co-host,
Adam Ham.
Oh my god. Adam?
Yes.
It is 1:26 p.m.
Yes.
Not a.m.
I know.
We're recording this.
I am bright and chipper.
This is, yeah, I can tell. You have energy. Mm-hmm. You have passion. Mm-hmm. You have the chutzpah.
Oh, yeah. I got
As
a
they
lot
call
of chutzpah.
I'm sorry. Got a little bit too much. A
Little glottal. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so, yeah, loving the new apartment.
Loving that car it's
Whoa.
driving by.
That's loud.
That is loud.
That was very loud.
It was very loud.
He's a fan.
Yeah.
He just wanted it to be known.
I'm sure.
Yeah. Adam? I was just setting up for the podcast here, just like opening up notes, articles, all sorts of stuff, getting ready, right?
Yeah.
All right. I just had Facebook open, and I'm looking at a photo of a patient receiving a 3D printed titanium sternum and rib cage.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
How badass is that shit?
That's pretty badass.
That's like, now looking at the picture of the rib cage, is that like 20% Terminator going on right now?
It looks like it.
It's like metal chunks with a sternum that you can socket ribs into. That's pretty badass.
It is pretty badass.
Yeah,
Why am I
man.
still fat? With all the amazing
What?
like medicinal technologies going on, why am I still fat?
Adam,
Yeah.
I got a cure.
You do?
It's really easy. You actually have to do less than you do now.
Less eating?
That's less eating.
Yeah.
It's a cure for the common...
Food is good. I like
That
food.
is true. That is the problem. Yeah. And that
Actually,
is...
I'm doing okay. I've lost like nearly 30 pounds.
Yeah. Well, it's not so hard to lose the first chunk when you start a diet. Like, a lot of people are like, oh, like, when you start a diet, it's hard and you don't lose enough weight and you feel bad. But, like, when you and me,
Yeah.
live like, or at least did, I still kind of do, live like shitty people
Oh, yeah.
with terrible, like, food habits,
Yeah.
just becoming a normal person, it just goes, well, hey, this is
Yeah.
a normal amount.
Yeah.
I'm gonna lose it immediately. But, no, but the problem is, Adam, is science.
Yeah.
And that is, your body wants to take as much fat as possible.
I know, right?
Because it's still programmed to think that we'll starve to death if we don't eat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
It should stop that.
And the problem is that fat reserves don't get started burning until, like, a long time after you stop eating.
That's the weird part. Like, I don't understand why, like, your body's natural inclination is to take, like, muscle tissue first, which is the weirdest thing ever, because you think you'd need that if you want to survive.
Yeah, it's a weird situation. You would need that, except for if you were, like, starving to death, you're not moving a lot.
But, I mean, like,
So
if you want to catch food, to not starve, you need those muscles.
No,
you don't need fat for anything.
Well,
Except maybe staying warmish, but...
and staying alive, because it has, energy stored. It's
I
stored
know,
energy.
but, like, let's use that energy first so I can still move around a bit.
Well,
And
Adam...
Then you can take the muscle, if I'm really in bad shape.
Well, all I'm saying, Adam, is that your body doesn't agree with you
I
on
know.
how to properly use its energy.
My body's a dick.
It's... Thank you. I wish I could make that the episode title, but I don't think I want to put dick in the title. My body is a dick. Adam Ham, everybody. Oh. No, Adam, I just ate like 24 mini corn dogs.
Yeah.
That was lunch.
I actually haven't eaten anything yet today. Weirdly.
I just had them.
Yeah.
There was a box of corn dogs. I bought them specifically because Lauren's out of town this weekend.
She doesn't like corn dogs?
She doesn't like any hot dog.
Oh.
And
yeah.
hot dogs are the best.
Yeah, they are.
So I was like, rather than going hot dogs and buns, I'm going to go corn dogs.
Yeah, sure. Because then you don't have to deal with the fallout of the classic bun hot dog.
Exactly. I won't have
scenario.
leftover buns.
Right.
No, I don't know why I just ate them. I felt like shit. And the worst part was that I was watching a DVR'd episode of Mythbusters, right?
Yeah.
Where it was the Jaws episode where they were like testing all these Jaws myths. Mm-hmm. At the start, he's like, let's open up some fucking decayed sharks. And I was like, oh, I'm eating corn dogs.
Yeah.
And decayed sharks were on the screen. I literally had to close my eyes because I was like, all right, if I look at, because they're like, what does a shark feel like on the inside so we can build an anatomically correct shark? And I was like, okay, no, not for me right now. Not while I'm eating far too many corn dogs. I'm going to tell you this. It was a bad decision to eat that many corn dogs.
Usually is.
See, the problem is that the boxes were 2 for $4, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I better get 2.
Right.
And then I was like, all right. And then I got some curly fries, seasoned fries to make in the oven. I was like, I'll just throw the corn dogs and the fries on the plate. I guess I was expecting the corn dogs to be a lot smaller than they were, because then I started...
You didn't expect corn dog bites to not be that big.
They weren't, but I feel like the 12 that it said were in the package was... I don't know, I guess in my mind it didn't seem like very many.
Well, I mean, they're probably like a third of a hot dog each.
So you're just saying I ate 6 hot dogs?
Probably.
It's bad.
No, you get 4, all right? If they're a third each.
No,
but
12. I had 2 boxes.
Oh. Well, that's like 8.
Okay. And they had corn dog outer parts.
Yeah, and the corn dog outer parts.
This is bad.
That might be a quarter. They might be a quarter, which
They're probably a
had
quarter.
6.
So I probably had 6 hot dogs.
Yeah.
With buns. That's a lot. That's too much.
It's a good amount, yeah.
I got through most of the plate feeling all right. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Just corn dogs. No fries.
Yeah.
Just want to say this. I felt really bad with the last 3 corn dogs to go. And I did it.
Yeah.
I manned up. You got to
Well, you've got to. Like, what are you going to do? Like, just throw
Save
away 3
3
corn
corn
dogs, or, like,
dogs?
put them in the fridge? Like, fuck that.
Yeah, I know. I feel bad, though. I need to eat better.
Yeah.
It's so hard, because corn dogs.
Yeah, it is.
No, I don't eat that bad. It's just sometimes, especially when Lauren's out of town, I splurge.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I can eat shitty food that she doesn't like. Mm-hmm. So I'll do it. And I'll eat corn dogs.
Yeah.
She actually jokes about it, too. And she's like, well, I'm going back home to, like, do some stuff on the farm, so eat your hot dogs. Because I always joke about how I buy hot dogs and, like, baked beans and shit that she doesn't like whenever she's gone. And, I don't know. So that was my lunch. Mm-hmm. Not doing so great. not as good as Adam with the eating, I guess.
I've been doing pretty well, although yesterday was a cheat day, which
Oh, boy.
I fucking destroyed some shit.
Yeah?
Yeah, I had, like, calzone from DP Dough for lunch with tater tots and nacho cheese, and then for dinner, me and Bud split a Rosati's Chicago-style buffalo chicken pizza.
Whoa.
Yeah. Also, I got ice cream and brownies with it because cheat day.
Wow.
Yeah.
I
didn't actually. I still have like 2 slices of my half left over because I only had like 2 pieces of it. But
I should do a cheat day.
I think you did.
You're right. Today that counts. All right. Well,
Yeah.
and I'm going to be drinking tonight too. So
There you go.
It's all bad.
Yeah.
Adam, you know what I also have realized is my favorite thing to do when drinking?
What's that?
Is go on YouTube, right? Mm-hmm. And then find the YouTube channels that aggregate like people fucking up shit.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to advertise the name of this channel because it's bad.
Yeah.
because it's gross, because it just aggregates videos. It's like E-Bomb's World, the channel.
Yeah.
It's like you're just making money from ads off of other people's. I don't even know if they like people. You know what I mean? Like I don't even know if they get permission.
Sure.
But all I know is I love watching people biff it while drunk. It's watching people fall, doing terrible, like parkour stunts that they fail at. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Does that make me a bad person? That my joy comes out of other people's pain?
I think Schadenfreude is an acceptable form of...
Yeah, that's true. You're right. It's not the only thing I like. I just enjoy a little Schadenfreude every once in a while.
Exactly. You should enjoy it more than most.
I like you want to just like walk that back a little bit. You're like, well, but you're always talking about it. And you constantly are. Yeah, I know. I know. Let's see. Oh my god. I'm loving Diet Pepsi I'm drinking right now.
Yeah.
They changed the sugar in it, the fake sugar, I think, right? Oh, this one still has aspartame in it. Yay!
Are they changing it to like sucralose or something?
Correct. Because aspartame is the devil, Adam. We all know this. Mm-hmm. I actually found a really awesome Facebook group that I follow now.
Yeah.
I believe it's called Dihydrogen Monoxide Awareness.
Oh, yeah.
And people just post, like,
how terrible
memes
dihydrogen monoxide
about how
is.
Dihydrogen monoxide is bad. And
right.
then the page, like, takes submissions of people making these images. Mm-hmm. And then the page posts when, like, anti-vaccine and like chemicals in foods and, like, organic and, like, things post, like, hey, check this out. Like... water bottles that have, bottled water that sat on the shelves for more than 30 days contains dangerously high levels of carbon monoxide or dihydrogen monoxide. And I was like, oh, that's pretty good. Pretty good.
I'm drinking it pure right now.
You're drinking it straight up? Mm-hmm. How are you drinking your water? Straight out of the tap, or do you have a filter situation?
Oh, I tap it.
Ugh.
I like those minerals. I need to get those minerals.
You get the minerals with a filter.
Do you?
Yes.
Doesn't it filter out a bunch of that stuff?
No. Well, depending on what filter you get. You can get filters that don't remove all of that and just change the taste. They remove, like, taste-affecting chemicals.
I like the taste of my water, actually.
I don't. Adam, when you turn your tap on, it smells like a lake.
Yeah.
It's
I
bad.
like lake water.
No. What did you just say?
I like lake water.
You like to just chug lake water?
Yeah.
Adam,
that's how you know it's fresh.
Adam and his family and me were all like, let's go out to a trip to the lake to go swimming. And Adam, like, we roll up and the van door slides open. Adam just bolts it and just shoves his face into the lake and just inhales.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
Lake water.
Yeah.
That's gross. I don't know what's wrong with your water, but it smells bad.
That's fine. It's fine.
Okay. For you. I remember when I was hanging out, Adam refused to buy me bottled water from the Hy-Vee.
Because it's a fucking scam.
It's not a scam. Your water tastes bad to me, and I don't want to drink it.
Ugh.
If I enjoy the taste,
I already
like
pay
the
for water.
taste of my tap water just fine.
Yeah.
But your tap water tastes bad to me. I'm picky when it
flavorful.
comes to water, though, so I'm weird. Yeah. But I just use a Brita filter. Partially because I don't really care about the flavor of the water being changed. Mm-hmm. But with the Brita filter, I keep it in the fridge, I guess. So I always have ice cold water, which is awesome. And I always have
one of those like tap converters things.
That's not a bad idea. But they're kind of, those are bulky and annoying though.
Yeah, I guess.
Especially because if you just get a big Brita pitcher and you just pour water into it, and then every time you take water out, you just pour another couple cups in. I mean,
that takes time though to filter that shit.
Yes, it takes time to pour water into a thing, like a cup of water.
Exactly.
It takes double the amount of 10 seconds.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
All right, fair enough, Adam. Good point.
It's 10 seconds I could be drinking water.
That is true.
Waiting
Adam.
for it to filter.
That's true. I actually have a giant water cooler in the fridge that I actually pour the Brita filtered water into that has a spigot.
That's
so I just hit the spigot and water comes out.
That's a good plan.
It's very nice, actually. And that way I always have super cold, ice cold water. Oh, just talking about it right now makes me want a glass.
I just keep my ice machine running all the time.
That's fair enough. And you just throw cubes in.
Yep.
That's always good. All right, Adam, what's your life been? Besides the year of Adam, which is continuing.
Oh, yeah. It's full swing. Although, actually, I'm terrible at exercising. I keep trying, and I keep, ending up exercising, once or maybe twice a week when I...
Yeah, but you know what? That's not the important part. The food's the important part.
Yeah, I know. But, I want to... For losing weight, definitely, that's true. But I do actually kind of want to get healthier as well.
Well, to be honest...
Yeah.
The more weight you lose, the easier it will be to exercise.
That is also true.
So you might want to focus on the weight loss part first until you get down 50 or 60 pounds.
Right.
And it'll feel way easier to run.
I'm sure.
And then it won't be so shitty. Although it still will be shitty because you have to
shitty. Running is shitty.
Do stuff.
Yeah, I hate exercising.
The idea is that you just got to make a habit out of it, you know?
Yeah.
I tried and failed at the what's it called? The theory of withholding something good as a reward for exercising.
Yeah.
You know, there's I have a TV series that I want to watch.
Right.
But I'm like, all right, I can only watch this when I'm working out. Mm-hmm. And I have just not watched any of the show. Which is come on.
Yeah.
I guess I don't want to watch it bad enough.
Yeah.
I gotta find something I really want to watch. If you're running and you can't watch anything, you could get an audiobook that you only listen to when you're running.
I suppose that's true.
That's one or a podcast you only listen to while running.
Oh man, if I only listened to the Giant Bombcast and I was running,
you'd have to run.
I guess
you'd have to. Adam, all right, this is getting into a bit of fan territory, and I don't want to talk about other people's internet content too much on this show.
Yeah.
But do you listen to the Beastcast?
I did for a few episodes, but honestly, I haven't really had enough time to keep up with both.
I listened to that more than I listened to the other one.
Really?
It's great.
Yeah,
Adam,
Vinny is good.
You have to listen to it because it's amazing. Because Vinny is amazing.
Vinny is amazing.
And the stuff he does. Oh God. So that's I love that show more than the Bombcast. Yeah. Although I like the Bombcast, the Eastcast.
The Beastcast.
It's good because. Yeah. Okay, that's it. I don't want to talk about it too much. Giant Bomb's a great website. You should listen to their podcasts. They're
indeed
friends of the show. I don't think they know the show exists, but
no.
I sent an email to one of them once, and they replied.
Oh.
Yeah, I just said I liked a video that they had done. I think it was when they went to Iceland.
Oh yeah.
For a thing, and I was like, "That's some really great editing. I thought that was really great." And they were like, "Thanks. It's nice to hear a compliment."
That was it. For
that was for
EVE Online.
EVE Online, yeah, like an EVE Online fan event.
Yeah.
And, it was just kind of like a travelogue of visiting Iceland, which was really cool. It made me want to go to Iceland a little bit.
I don't know about that.
Adam, what country would you like to travel to most besides Japan?
Ireland, probably England.
England? England's great.
Yeah.
Partially because you speak the language that everybody else speaks, which is great. And partially because there's a lot of cool, stuff there. There's a lot of great theater, lots of, castles and stuff. It's just great. Lots of history. It's kind of like an older America, if you will.
Right. Spain might be cool, too.
Spain would be pretty.
Yeah.
I think besides Japan, I have to say that, because I think that would be the first place I'd want to go.
Right.
Same for you, I'm assuming.
Yeah, it's definitely up there.
Yeah. Well, I think that before I die, Adam, I want this to happen.
Yeah.
I want to go to Japan and be walking in, like, you know, that giant street where everybody crosses.
Yes.
And I want someone to take a faraway picture of me, like 2 feet taller than everyone else.
Yeah.
Because I am 6'5", and I would stick out like a sore thumb.
Yeah.
And I think it would be funny. And I want a shirt. I want to be wearing a T-shirt that says "I'm big in Japan," and that's my cover photo. You know, my profile picture, everything.
Right.
That's everything to me.
That would be funny.
It would be fun and funny and cool, and it's a great idea. I don't know if it would be a good enough idea to spend like $4,000 to go to Japan.
Yeah.
Or however much it would cost. I think the flight alone is like almost $1,000 for a round trip.
I believe so.
So
It's a long trip.
it is a long flight. And I, at 6'5", you would imagine flights are not fun for me. Because I do not sit in the first of classes.
Yeah.
Anyway, but besides Japan, for me, I think I would most want to visit like Austria or Germany and the Alps and Switzerland. Kind of the Alps. Swiss Alps. That's where I want to go.
I guess. I don't know.
I just love the Alps. Maybe I'm just a Sound of Music fanboy.
Yeah, maybe that's it.
It's so pretty, though, Adam. Have you seen it?
I've seen
Mountains!
Everybody's seen her with her spinny.
It's the hills
flower
are alive,
field.
Adam.
Yeah,
That's how beautiful. Adam, Switzerland, or Austria, I guess, in the movie, is so beautiful that the hills are literally alive with the Sound of Music, Adam.
Well, it's not the hills that are alive. I mean, they're alive with the sound of music.
Yeah.
So it's actually the sound of music that's making them alive. If you're not singing, then they're just kind of...
No, I think that the hills are
dead,
so
John.
alive that music practically springs forth from them.
I don't know. She was the one singing, not the Kills. That's
Fair enough.
that's what I picked up.
You're not wrong.
I do love some of those weird gifs of, like, have her with, like, submachine guns in her hands spinning around. Like,
What?
you've never seen those?
No!
They, like, took that gif of her, like, doing the twirl and stuff like that, and they, like, photoshopped submachine guns in her hands, like, her spinning around, like, the submachine guns, and then dropping them at the end. Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah.
I can't think of her name right now. God, I can't even.
Now, I just want to say the lyrics from this song, Adam.
Julie something.
Julie Andrews.
Julie Andrews, yes.
Now, let's just say the hills are alive with the Sound of Music, Adam, right? With songs they have sung for 1,000 years.
She says that, but she's the one singing.
No, I'll tell you, Adam. We're going to explain. The hill fills my heart with the Sound of Music, right?
Okay.
My heart wants to sing every song it hears. So she's repeating back the songs she's hearing from nature.
But I only hear her.
My heart wants to beat like the wings of the birds that rise from the lake to the trees. My heart wants to sigh like a chime that flies from the church on a breeze. To laugh like a brook when it trips. So she's listening to the sounds of nature, and it's filling her heart with music.
Wow.
That's the point
Church
of that
bell
song.
chime is
I
music
want
in
my
nature.
heart to be filled with music, Adam.
Okay.
In there.
Oh,
I'm
man.
also going to wear that bomb-ass hat that she has and skip down a lane singing Confidence.
Yeah.
That's all I want. That's all I want in life.
I see.
That and Japan, the Japan thing,
Oh, yeah, well, right.
of course.
Naturally.
So, Adam, you had a Disney marathon.
Kind of, yeah. It
How'd
didn't
that-
end up being, like, a super long marathon.
It didn't end up being a marathon?
No, not a super long one. Like,
A Disney 10K, maybe?
not even, probably like a 5K.
A 5K? That's like 3 movies, probably.
Well, if you count that movie as a mile, I guess.
Well, that's what I am. A movie's a mile. That's obvious.
Maybe a little bit more than that.
Movie's a mile?
No.
Adam?
Yeah, I don't think we watched much of anything. We watched, I already talked about most of the ones we watched. We watched Lilo and Stitch.
Then why did you put it on the topic list?
I didn't. You did.
Oh, yeah. Well, you said you had more of a marathon to do.
Yeah, the Rescuers kind of really bummed us out, though.
Wow.
we kind of, like, slowed it down a bit there.
You were like,
also, the problem is, like... Oh, we did watch Robin Hood.
Okay, that one's got the D.D.Dodo.
Yeah, exactly.
A-dee-da-did-it-do.
That's
it. That's the hamster dance.
That is the hamster dance. But it's the same song. It's just
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
That's a good one, right?
That is.
I like that one as a kid, I remember.
Yeah. It was good. And like I said, we also watched other non-Disney child movies beforehand, like Short Circuit, which is the movie of my youth.
For some reason.
Yeah. And
when did that come out before you were born?
It came out 86 or 84, one of the two.
So this isn't a movie that you saw when you were a child. This is a movie you saw on repeat as a child.
I saw it a million times as a child. I had
86. So they had there was a VHS copy.
Yeah.
That's how it always is with kids, though.
Well, mine was recorded off of HBO, but yes.
Either way, though. But I mean, like, that's the way it is for kids, though. You don't have a theater movie that is your favorite. It's a movie you had a VHS of, you watched 100 times.
Oh yeah, totally.
Or now I guess it's DVDs for children.
Right.
But let's see
Blu-rays.
I actually did have a theater movie that was like my movie, though. It was Jurassic Park.
Oh yeah.
I saw that like 100. I saw it 9 times in theaters, Adam.
That is insane.
Well, I wanted it, and I got it.
Great.
My parents would just be like, "You want to go see that movie? You go see that movie. We're gonna go hang out for a couple hours at this bar, and then pick you up because it's next door." Awesome. You know, it was some time away from the kids.
Yeah.
I love that movie though, and it was in theaters forever. What else did I see? I was trying to think of what the first movie I saw in the theaters was.
Oh,
do you have a clue? I know what mine is.
Really?
The year lines up, and I believe I remember seeing it in the movie theater. All Dogs Go to Heaven.
Really?
I was 89. I was 4. I distinctly remember seeing this movie.
I don't even...
I remember because it had some moments that were terrifying because...
Yeah.
That fucking person who animates those... What's the name of that guy that makes these? Don Bluth. There's something gross about all of his movies.
Yeah?
You know, you get that? Like, just the animation's a little grody looking.
Yeah.
Anyway, but I saw that. It's,
I honestly don't know. About one of the earliest ones I can remember is weirdly The Lion King, but I know I've seen a bunch before.
I mean, that was 96, Adam.
Yeah, I know. I know.
You were 12 when that came out.
I've seen...
Well, actually, you were 15 because you were born in December. So
15?
I'm sorry, you were 11 because you were born in December.
Okay. Yeah, I know there must have been a bunch before that, but I don't remember really.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, it would have been 4 when All Dogs Go to Heaven comes out.
Shit.
I remember that, and I remember... I guess it's all Don Bluth for me.
Yeah.
Because I also remember seeing Fievel Goes West. Which is the second one.
I've seen that in the movie theater, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah, now that you mention it.
Because I think Fievel Goes West was... something...
But
God,
no, I didn't.
Find it.
I think I saw that with my cousin because she had the VHS. Actually, yeah, I don't know. Either I didn't know movies very much as a kid, or just don't remember it that much.
Because I think the Fievel American Tale was way too... I was too young for that.
I saw Hocus Pocus.
I think that... Okay. Good for you.
That was. I don't know
it
when
was
that
86 when that came out, so I was like a babe. No way I saw that. So I definitely saw Fievel Goes West though, which was 91. So I was definitely old enough as a child for that. And I'm trying to think of other stuff. Wait, what? Who directed this movie? Oh my god! Steven Spielberg produced it. James Horner did the music as well. Jesus, some famous ass people working on this thing.
Yeah.
But I watched that, I remember. And And I'm trying to think of the other movie I saw in the theaters. It's like all these fucking Don Bluth movies, I swear to God. Looking back. Oh, and The Land Before Time 2, I believe, was... I didn't see the first one, I was too young. I had that one on tape. I remember 2 came out when I was old. Yeah, it was 94. Oh, maybe the first one I saw in theaters too, because that's 94. I would have been 9.
Yeah.
What was Land Before Time? 88. Yeah, I would have been too young to see that in theaters, but I'm sure that was a VHS staple. Mm-hmm. VHS staple, Adam. I wonder if these movies hold up. Probably not at all.
Oh. Well, maybe the first Land Before Time would. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't remember anything about these movies.
I think they're pretty... most modern Disney and Pixar stuff have some stuff in there for like adults too, you know, just kind of like, or they're just funny in general. I don't think Land Before Time was that good that way.
I think it was just a good because I was like a kid who liked dinosaurs.
I'm pretty sure that's what they go for.
All right, Adam, I'm going to tell you the plot of All Dogs Go to Heaven.
Oh, I know that.
In 1939, New Orleans. Takes place in New Orleans, Adam.
Oh, yeah.
A roguish German shepherd named Charlie B. Barkin.
Yeah.
That's the name. Oh, Jesus. He escapes from a dog pound with a dachshund named Itchyford.
Who is
it's like everyone
voiced by Dom DeLuise, I think.
Yeah, I think so. They return to a casino riverboat. What the fuck is wrong with me? Am I Canadian all of a sudden? It's a riverboat on the bayou, which was formerly run by Charlie with his partner, a bulldog named Carface Carruthers.
Yeah.
Instead of Scarface, of course.
Yes.
This is like... The plot of this movie immediately is already over the head of every child. Wait a minute, a dog runs a casino?
Right.
What the shit is going on? Anyway, I guess Charlie is the bad guy, and he's holding an orphan girl hostage. So, literally, dogs are holding a girl hostage.
Well,
in this
no,
world.
Charlie's not the bad guy.
Well, I think it's interesting because this, if I'm right, I don't think this world is like a world devoid of people. But it's kind of like
people.
But yeah, but like dogs talk, but they don't like interact with people except for this orphan girl, really.
Yeah. Well, they interact with kids, I think.
With just children, so it's like a Family Guy situation.
Yeah, well,
where the dog's the only one that can hear the baby talk.
Yeah, kind of.
They're the only ones that can interact with each other. Everyone
Pretty
else
much.
just is like. It's a baby, except for that everyone else can talk to Brian in that show. But
yeah,
it's just a lot of crazy stuff, man. It's like a plot out of like a fucking mobster movie because it's literally like he's trying to get his part of the deal. Once he got out of prison, you know, and his former partner, sends him into the lair of a massive alligator named King Gator.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's a great name.
Oh, yeah. As far as gators go, sure.
As far as gators go. Now, Carface is eaten violently by the gator. I remember that as a child. Things go a little bit too... Something about these Don Bluth movies get a little bit too real, I think, you know, and they're kids' movies. Mm-hmm. And I think it was PG when it came out. But, God, I remember it just being a little bit too harsh for me. Like, Secret of NIMH is kind of the same way.
Secret of NIMH is fucking awesome.
It is fucking awesome.
But yeah, there's some parts in there that are pretty real.
Yeah. I'd like to say also, and then he dies, I guess. Gets blown up. Charlie does. But he comes back from heaven. So like,
I was going to say, like, Carface doesn't die until the end, I think. But
he dies twice actually in the movie.
I don't think so. Charlie does.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but Carface does not.
But he dies the second time after Carface does.
Yes.
Like when Carface dies, like a explosion happens or something.
Yeah, because he has the choice of either saving himself with the watch, which he uses to go back to being alive.
Yeah.
And saving the girl. He chooses the girl.
Yep. And then
Instead.
supposedly you think he wouldn't be able to come back.
Yeah.
But,
well, he's dead at the end of the movie.
Oh, yeah,
Charlie
you're right.
is.
I'm sorry, you're right. But Charlie assures the audience he'll be back at the end of the movie. A little fourth wall breaking.
Yeah.
And he does come back in the second movie. But
yeah, well, kind of, because he has a different voice. But
I will give... Well, yeah, they couldn't get... Burt Reynolds was like, fuck you. I'm not doing this shit again.
Exactly.
But Don DeLuise is back, you know?
Yeah.
I think. Yeah. I only assume, because I think he's shackled to the Don Bluth movies.
Maybe. He might have been dead at that point.
Oh, come on. No, he's alive.
He's not alive.
Charlie Sheen
Yeah.
in the second one. I don't think I really saw the second one very much.
I saw the second one once, and it was god-awful.
Dan Castellaneta is in it, apparently, as just a random ass. Ernest Borgnine, apparently, also in this movie.
Yeah, I don't know. The first one wasn't actually that bad, I don't think. But, yeah, the second one was kind of garbage. Unlike
this
the
movie
Lion
made
King,
no
where I actually
money.
like the second Lion King movie.
I don't remember what happens in that one.
That's the one with, like, Scar's, like, weird lion friends were kicked out, and, like, one of the younger one, Kovu, falls in love with Simba's daughter.
This is too complicated.
I don't know.
I will say,
decent songs.
I just wanted to put a bow on the Don Bluth
Yeah.
features.
What else did he do besides All Dogs Go to Heaven?
Well, he did The Secret of NIMH.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But I want to give him some credit because like, Disney is kind of the gold standard for animated movies, and like the Don Bluth stuff that came out back then was interesting in its own way and very different. And like The Secret of NIMH is legitimately a great movie.
It is awesome.
And
Did he do
All
Watership
Dogs Go
Down,
to Heaven.
too?
I haven't seen in a while, but I remember liking it quite a bit.
Oh yeah, it was good.
As a child. But there's some pretty creative stuff. Like, he, finished Secret of NIMH, and he was like, he wants, the treatment was a short story that he had written, I guess, about a dog private eye, like in New Orleans, which is just, when you think about it, it's just creative as hell. You know what? So give this guy some credit. He made some good shit. But we can go through the Don Bluth entertainment chronology here.
Yeah, I'm curious.
Secret of NIMH. Of course, in 82, so that was ancient. This was Sullivan Blue Studios before they were bought by Fox Animation. But Secret of NIMH, American Tail, Fievel and American Tail, Land Before Time, All Dogs Go to Heaven. So there's 4 great movies, great kids movies right there.
Yeah.
Then Rockadoodle. Well, let's not talk about Rockadoodle. Adam, you saw Rockadoodle, didn't you?
I think I did.
I did not.
Not in the theater or anything like that.
I was off the train at that point.
I saw that on TV, I think, at some point way later.
This movie had an $18 million budget and made $12 million on the box office.
Ouch.
Not so good.
No.
All Dogs Go to Heaven had a $12 million budget but made $30 million. So,
Okay.
yes, his movies before that were even more profitable. Land Before Time made $90 million in 1988.
Shit.
Jesus! For an animated movie that cost $10 million to make,
Yeah.
And Fievel and American Tail made $150 million. And that cost $10 million.
That was a good movie.
It's a good movie.
Also Don DeLuise.
I don't think Secret of NIMH made a lot of money. No. That cost 7, made 15. But that was, early on. It was 82. But he also created Thumbelina, whatever the fuck that is. See, I was out of it by this
It's like
point.
a thumb-sized princess. I don't...
See, exactly, Princess. $28 million to make. Made 11. Yeah, you can see kind of the inflection point was All Dogs Go to Heaven, which cost like $12 million, made 30, and then after that it was all downhill, because after that we have the delightful Troll in Central Park. Adam, do you want to know? I'm going to tell you one thing about this movie. This is probably one of the lowest grossing movies I've ever heard of.
Yeah.
This movie, Adam Ham, cost $23 million to make. Estimated. Of course, no one will know, right?
Right.
Do you want to guess the box office?
Like 30,000.
No, you went way too low,
Oh.
but not that low. $70,000.
Oh man.
I mean, Jesus. I mean, I feel like, you know what I mean? Like, the reviews were all super negative. It was just bad. It was just bad.
The only other one I've heard that was like that bad was like I think it was the Scientology. Movie that they put out. That's like, hey, Scientology is great, or something like that. And it was something like, 30,000 or something. It was terrible. There was like 6 people that went to see it. And
And then, of course, there was the Pebble and the Penguin. I also did not see this movie.
I've never even heard of that movie.
I know, right?
Yeah.
It's starring Martin Short, Jim Belushi, Tim Curry in this movie.
That's an interesting mix.
Interesting mix.
I'm kind of curious now, actually.
All right, Adam, this movie cost $28 million to make. Made $4 million. I'm seeing a trend here of movies costing more and more for studios to make.
Yeah.
And making significantly less each time.
Yeah.
Supposedly it was just bad. Like, just not good. 11% on Rotten Tomatoes. Mostly negative reviews.
Ouch.
And it was also harmed by the much better movie that came out 4 days earlier. One of my favorite childhood movies that I watched a million times. A Goofy movie.
Oh, wow.
I was 10 when that came out. And
that's a great movie.
Watched that about 100 times.
Yeah,
I actually purchased that movie on Amazon for $10 so I can stream it whenever I want.
Well. Yeah. Or not DVD, on VHS as well.
Yeah. I would like to mention that famously, I have the song "Stand Out" as one of my ringtones on my phone.
Nice.
As well as the other song. What's it called? Oh my God! What's the other song?
Stand Out.
No, what's the other one? The one they play at the end. Why is it not on the soundtrack?
Oh, something like
Eye to Eye. That's
Eye
it.
to Eye, yeah.
Oh, it is on the soundtrack. It's just spelled the letter I, the number 2, the letter I, which I think is funny. But yeah, so
What was the rapper's name in that, or the music guy?
Oh my God, I should know this immediately.
I know, right?
I don't know why I don't. Powerline.
Powerline, yes.
Stand Out. Oh
He's
my God, this movie is like my favorite. So,
yes.
This is like probably one of my favorite childhood movies of all time, and it should be a Disney staple.
Yeah.
But I don't think very many people know about this movie.
Did you ever see an extremely goofy movie?
No, I did not follow that.
I did not see it either. I keep thinking it's on Netflix, I think, and I keep like being But
the guy who directed this movie, Kevin Lima,
yeah,
also directed Tarzan in '99, the Disney movie.
Tarzan's good.
It has an 88% Rotten Tomatoes, so it was well received.
It's pretty good.
And then he kind of didn't do very much. And then he directed 2007's movie Enchanted, which was apparently very popular and like has a 90% Rotten Tomatoes. Made almost $400 million, so
yeah,
he did pretty well. Good for him. I want to see more because I absolutely loved. Oh, he was also head of the story of The Lion King and co-directed The Prince of Egypt and Brave. So
Prince of Egypt. Now that's a movie I haven't heard in a long
Lauren
time.
talks about that movie all the time.
Really?
And how much she loved it as a child.
I saw it in the movie theater.
I was too old for it, I think.
I was
13 when it came out. It came out on your birthday. Or the day... When's your birthday? Is the 15th, right?
Yeah.
It came the day after, the 16th. Yeah. So, you know...
I think it has an okay song or two, but...
Do you know what it has? An insane cast, Adam.
Yeah?
Val Kilmer.
Yeah.
Ralph Fiennes. Michelle Pfeiffer. Sandra Bullock. Jeff Goldblum. Patrick Stewart.
Whoa.
Danny Glover. Steve Martin. Martin Short.
That had to cost a lot.
And Hans Zimmer did the score.
Wow.
This is a big dealio.
Yeah, I don't know. It was... I don't know. I didn't particularly
It's
like
DreamWorks. Well, yeah, it's like a Bible movie. So
it was a Bible
it is
movie.
literally a Bible movie because it's about the Ten Commandments, basically. Or, well, that was what it was originally based off of. animated adaptation of the Ten Commandments. Of course, this was Jeffrey Katzenberg's idea. Part of DreamWorks SKG, because he had left Disney.
I don't know. I never really liked the DreamWorks stuff as much as Disney stuff. Although I think, are they the ones who are doing like How to Train Your Dragon stuff now? Or
I believe so. They still put out really good stuff.
I was gonna say some of their 3D stuff I think was actually pretty good.
I mean, Shrek was great.
Yeah,
the first two were awesome.
Shrek was good.
It was good.
Yeah.
Don't you?
I kind of feel like Shrek though has had its time.
But it was good.
I'm not sure it'd be good now though.
I think it would be.
Really?
That movie had a lot of adult humor.
I don't know,
in
like
it.
Mike Meyers and
Adam, come on now.
Eddie Murphy.
That movie was really good when it came out.
I think it was when it came out. I just don't know if it'd be good
I
now.
think it's still good.
Yeah.
Adam, the Gingerbread Man. There's some great
The
parts.
Gingerbread Man is pretty amazing.
There's a lot of good stuff in this.
There is.
I think it's, and I believe it probably had a decent influence on animated movies since then too. I mean, it kind of pushed animated, kid movies a little bit further, I think.
That's probably true. I don't know. I think I saw Shrek, and I think I saw Shrek 2. I don't know if I've actually even seen any ones beyond that.
I didn't even. There aren't any after that, in my opinion.
It's like 2 more, 3 more.
There is 4 total.
4 total. Okay.
There was Shrek, Shrek 2, Shrek the Third, which I didn't see, and Shrek Forever After.
Is Shrek the Third? Do they have like a baby or something? Or?
Probably.
All right. Shrek Forever After.
Well, the cover doesn't have a baby on it.
Shrek the Third. Maybe it's just the Third. I don't know.
I don't know. This is all bad.
Probably. I don't know. I remember liking the first 2.
We moved beyond it.
Also, Antonio Banderas as Puss in Boots is pretty amazing.
And he was only in the second one.
Yeah, he was in the second one.
And that was some good stuff there. Because Shrek 2 had some fun plots.
I actually saw like the Puss in Boots movie too.
Adam, do you want to know how much Shrek 2 made in theaters?
How much?
Just shy of $1 billion.
Oh man!
Yeah. Whew.
Yikes! It's a lot of cash.
Yeah, the film only cost $150 million to make, though.
Yeah, that's a pretty good return on investment, I'd say.
Yeah, well, I mean, $150 million is a lot for an animated movie.
It is, yeah. Totally.
But with the voice actors being as famous as they were, you have Julie Andrews, John Cleese, Antonio Banderas, Cameron Diaz, Eddie Murphy, and Mike Myers. They wanted a big payday.
Forget the guy from Third Rock from the Sun.
And they deserved it. Who's that?
Wasn't he like one of the king or something like that?
Oh! No.
No?
No. It's John Cleese.
That was John Cleese. Okay. I thought that one guy was in it though too.
John Lithgow is what you're thinking of, but he may have been in the first one.
Okay.
Oh, he was Lord Farquaad in the first one. I'm sorry.
Farquaad, that's what it was.
The king is Fiona's dad, who put her up in the castle, and then they show up in the second one.
Right.
That's it. Lord Farquaad was John Lithgow, and he is dead or disappeared.
Yeah.
I don't remember the ending of Shrek, but he is gone.
Yeah.
God, that movie's all right. I mean, thinking back, it's pretty good because like he goes to the Lord Farquaad's like castle, and it's like a weird like Six Flags kind of thing going on with everybody forced to love him. It was pretty good, like some good stuff. Right.
Yeah, I honestly, I've seen those 2 movies.
There's a wrestling match at one point.
They are mixed too much together now.
Yeah.
I don't remember enough of. I couldn't tell you the plot of either of them, really. Mm-hmm. Other than it's meeting the parents in the second one. That's about all I remember.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I would highly. I would think those hold up. I'm not going to say I highly recommend them because if you haven't seen them, well, you're already past it because those are pretty good. But
yeah.
I remember them being good, and I think they're still good.
Will Mike Myers ever do anything funny again?
You know what? This Mike Myers is effing hilarious.
He can be.
Not even like Joe. I mean, Wayne's World.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Incredible.
His SNL stuff. Incredible.
Yeah.
Wayne's
I
World
like
2,
So I Married an
incredible.
Axe Murderer too. I mean, that's
Yeah, Austin
good.
Powers 1 and 2. Those are great.
Yeah.
And then after that,
Yeah.
Shrek was great. Give him that.
I'll even say I didn't mind Goldmember that much. Like that was
you know
okay.
what? Same here. But people hate that movie for some reason.
Yeah,
I don't know. It was all right.
I thought it was fine.
And he was incredible in it,
Yes.
particularly as the villain.
Yes.
I mean, Dr. Evil is an amazing character.
He really is.
And-
I was kind of pumped actually when he did Dr. Evil on, I think it was the 40th anniversary of SNL.
Yeah.
Like
I would like to mention...
I would watch another Austin Powers movie at this point.
Me too. I was just about to say that.
Yeah.
Because just thinking about Dr. Evil, and now thinking about the way that comedy is now,
Yeah.
is I feel like Dr. Evil really kind of pushed kind of that like when you look at like when you look at like Adventure Brothers and other like kind of Adult Swim animated kind of like parody of action movie type comedies.
Yeah, that kind of
Dr. Evil pushed things to a hilarious place. I mean,
right. That kind of like
just talking about it right now makes me want to rewatch those movies.
I was thinking that too.
We'll have to do an Austin Powers marathon.
Yeah, maybe.
At some point. But he kind of did the Shrek movie, just making bank. Did Love Guru.
Yeah.
That was bad.
No, it was
That was a
terrible.
misfire.
Yeah, it was really
he
bad.
also did
Although
Cat in the Hat.
there was one scene that I thought was hilarious, and I think it was there's like this guy's room that was like shorter than every other room in the place. I don't know. It was ridiculous.
But that was his last real movie. Like big movie, and that didn't make anything.
No, he hasn't done anything since then.
No, not really. It's just been he did the Shrek 4.
Oh, right, yeah.
Inglourious Bastards. He was in, if you remember.
No, I don't. What was
He's
that?
just a guy,
Oh, okay.
General Ed Fennec. I think he just shows up shortly in the movie. And then after that, he hasn't really been in anything. I mean, he has approximately $400 billion from Shrek. So,
Yeah.
I mean, why would you act in anything that you didn't want to particularly be in big time?
Right. So when was The Love Guru?
That was 2008.
Oh. Yeah.
It's been a while. I'd like to
been
see
a
him
while.
again, man.
Yeah, I know. I miss him.
You know what I think would be great?
What?
I would love to see this, Adam.
Uh-huh.
And I know I don't want to say, like, oh, sequels are a thing. I want to see a Wayne's World 3
Really?
with Wayne and Garth as, like, 50-year-old men. Still doing the same stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just acting kind of the same way, but the world has changed a bit. I feel like you could make a bit of a movie out of that. You know what I mean?
Probably could, yeah.
There's a lot of plot you can get with that, and then
It's
and I
kind of
don't
like
want-
that's almost what 2 was though, because they were trying really hard to do the big concert, and like nobody was interested.
Yeah, that's true. But I don't want to kind of go that way. I kind of want to go more of the way of like
Their daily lives.
they haven't moved on, but
Yeah.
the world has, and this is what their lives are now. Like, you know, like them working at like a fucking Quickie Mart or something. You know what I mean? Like still
Wayne's World
living-
meets Clerks.
Yeah, kind of a little bit, but not, you know, not like Clerks where they're stuck in a store and doing stuff. But more just like here's two 40-year-old guys, and then maybe the plot. I'm just spitballing here. I'm just throwing spitballs at a wall.
Sure.
I mean, the plot could be we could get, you know, because this is going to be a big, you know, Hollywood production because it's, you know, sequel to cult classic movies.
Yeah, yeah.
But we could get like, let's say, fucking Motley Crue's getting back together. You know what I mean? Like, and they could like kind of start a tour. You know, let's find a band from that era that wants to like tour again or do something. Put them in, and let's say that they want to tour again, but like they're having the same issue, like nobody cares anymore. You know, and then maybe that the whole idea is that they, you know, Wayne and Garth try and make people care about rock again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That'd be kind of a cool thing. Just a thought. Many thoughts there. Not really.
It would be interesting to see like them now
Yeah.
in a world of Taylor Swift and Miley Cyrus.
Exactly. I think it would be interesting. And I don't want to make it too much of a fish out of water movie. Just more of a they haven't moved on, but the world has. You know, and they know that they're aware of this. But you know, And they get a chance to bring rock back again. I guess that's kind of what the second movie was, though.
Kinda, yeah.
But, it's been so long. People wouldn't know. And it'd be way different. It'd be way different, because it's so long since that's been on. But I think they could do it again. I don't know. I want Mike Meyers to be back in my life.
Yeah.
Because he's a funny friggin' guy.
Yeah. Hopefully he still is.
I'm sure he is.
Yeah.
He is. There's no way you become not funny.
Love Guru.
I know, but the Love Guru was an echo chamber, I'm sure, where he came up with ideas and did stuff. You know what I mean? But
maybe.
No, there wasn't a team around to make it good.
It's so weird, though, because, sometimes comedians just don't age well. I don't know. Some people have a style that fits a time period, and then afterwards they don't change, and it's bad. I don't know.
Look, I want to say this.
Yeah.
We got to get Dana Carvey back, too.
See, that's the thing. Dana Carvey was great in, the 80s and the early 90s.
The early 90s? Come on.
After that, no one wants a Bush 1 impression anymore.
I know, but it's he can do other things.
Has he? Do you know that? It doesn't seem like it. It seems like if he could, he might be doing some.
Church lady?
Yeah, that's great. Then. I don't know. That's just the thing. I wonder. I would love more. I would love more of Mike Myers. I don't know. It might be bad.
I'm just sad.
Yeah, me too.
Because this guy was awesome, and still is. Because I've seen him in stuff.
Yeah.
Just random small roles and things, and it's good.
He does a couple things really good. I don't know if he could
Apparently, he did a voice in Rick and Morty.
Oh yeah,
which is crazy to me. I guess it's just one episode.
I don't know. He's probably just bumming around doing whatever the fuck he wants. Yeah. It's hey, I like that show. Maybe a voice in it.
Uh-huh. Well, anyway, I would like to say, have you seen Rick and Morty?
No, I need to.
Absolutely have to. I watched the first season. That's one of the best comedies on TV right now. Straight up.
Yeah.
You like yourself some Dan Harmon, some Community.
I do.
You're in.
Awesome.
Because it is weird in a fun way. It's if you could just imagine, Doc Brown, right, was an alcoholic crazy person. That's the show.
Awesome. That sounds great.
Yeah, and it's incredible, and it's just fun to see a sci-fi show.
Yeah,
like Futurama, like a sci-fi comedy.
Yeah,
and it's awesome.
Man, I miss Futurama.
I do too, man. That show, but to be fair, that show's over, done. No way it's done, right?
Yeah,
fine. That's fine.
Yeah,
it was amazing, and it will always be amazing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they got that going for them,
which is nice.
I don't know. It's just it's great. And I need to watch the current season of Rick and Morty, which is airing right now.
Yeah.
Boy, that show is popular as well, Adam.
It is. I know.
It's, looking at it's being on Adult Swim. Cable channel that's not even basic cable.
Yeah.
Getting 2 million viewers easily every episode is crazy.
That's pretty good
for a show that airs late. You know what I mean? Fucking incredible. It's great, and you'll love it. Absolutely,
I'm sure I will. Yeah.
You watch that second episode, and you will be hooked.
The best way, I guess, to watch it is just on the Adult Swim site, or
Hulu.
Hulu has it.
Has the first episode, first season.
Oh, okay.
Adam,
do they do their non-commercial thing? Because I want no commercials.
What are you talking? Wait, whoa, slow down. What?
I thought Hulu was doing a thing.
Yeah, it's been available for a month.
Really?
Yeah, I have it. It's the best thing that's ever happened to me.
I didn't know it was out yet. I need to upgrade, man.
It's the best thing that's ever happened to me, Adam.
I bet.
Hulu Plus not having commercials
Oh, I have
makes
Hulu Plus.
it legitimately the best streaming service.
Is it?
It has everything.
Did you have to like upgrade anything, or just it's just?
I just went to the Hulu website, said upgrade me, and they said you'll be charged a prorated amount of the difference for this month, and then next month you'll be charged $12.
Well, fuck! I need to do that.
Do it right now. Well, not right now. When the episode's over.
Not right now, but.
Shit,
But, yeah.
I will say my favorite episode of the entire show so far has been the episode 5 of season 1. Me Seeks and Destroy is the best episode, in my opinion.
Okay.
Yes, so watch that. That's a hearty recommend for me.
Okay. Will do.
Adam? Mm-hmm. So, your Disney movie marathon. Back to that.
Yes,
We went on a bit of a tangent.
Yeah, I watched Finding Nemo for the first time in a long time. That was pretty good.
It's good.
It is good.
It's a gorgeous
seen
movie.
it once in the theater. It is a beautiful movie.
Plot's pretty simple, but the characters are fun.
Yeah.
And it's good.
Yeah.
All right, what else? Was that it?
So we had Finding Nemo. We watched something else. I don't remember. Oh, we watched Lilo and Stitch.
Yep, we talked about that.
We watched The Rescuers. We watched Robin Hood. There might have been one other one that we watched on Netflix, but we were going to watch Pete's Dragon, but he didn't want to because we just watched The Rescuers, and he's not so sure about going back to the 70s and watching an old one.
You could have watched and would have been great.
What's that?
Sword in the Stone.
Ah, yeah, it's a good one.
You go to the 60s.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I wish they had shit like, Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin, or Lion King.
Adam, those
Netflix.
are in the Disney vault.
In the what?
They're in the vault.
Oh, I know. Until they pull them out again to sell them for $1 million.
For $35 for Blu-ray.
Right, exactly. They do that for like a year, and then they put them back in the vault.
Put it back in the vault.
Fucking terrible.
All right, Adam.
Yeah.
Let's talk about one of my favorite children's movies that's never come out on any form except for VHS. So I have a ripped VHS copy on my computer. Adam, have you ever seen The Phantom Toll Booth?
I have not. You've told me that you really love that one.
This is like one of my favorite. Not only I need to read the book, to be honest, as well. But the movie from 1970, Chuck Jones animated. Good luck finding it. Wow. Watch now, Google Play. $3. Wow. Holy shit. I can just buy this on Amazon?
Apparently.
Buy $10. How do I not own this? Because it came out on VOD. A DVD available. My God. When did this come out? Oh my God. I just found this out. Holy shit. I may have to buy this. This is one of my favorite movies that up until extremely recently, 3 years ago, was not available to buy in any format. So it's Chuck Jones, probably my favorite animator of all time. Animated a lot of Warner Brothers cartoons. Let's go through the Chuck Jones movie. Chuck Jones, right? Classic.
Yeah.
He animated Bugs Bunny, cut his teeth on the Bugs Bunny. Probably most famous for being the guy when it came to Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote. That was him.
Right.
That was all. That's him. He created some amazing characters as well. Of course, Sam the Sheepdog as well. I mean, just some of my favorite characters from Bugs Bunny. But He also did, let's see, feature films, Phantom Toll Booth. It's really the only one he directed. He did straight-to-TV movies as well. God, what the television specials, who they are. Oh, yeah. He did, directed Rikki Tikki Tavi.
Oh, huh.
The animated film that came out in 1970. I always thought that was Disney, but I guess it's not.
No, I don't think so.
What channel was that on? If it was made for TV, I have no clue. What the fuck? Live action? No, feature film in the Soviet Union. Wow. Animated short. What the? Okay, there's no information at all on Wikipedia about this, but I have seen this and have, I think, a VHS copy on my parents. He did a bunch of the Dr. Seuss animation releases. Horton Hears a Who, TV special, Cat in the Hat, the TV version, The Grinch Stole Christmas, everyone knows. Yeah. He did Raggedy Ann and Andy movies, which are, I also, for some reason, hold dear to my heart for some reason.
Really?
He did Raggedy Ann and the Great Santa Claus Caper, of course, which I have a copy of as well.
I never really got into Raggedy Ann and Andy.
Well, okay, so they kind of had a resurgence in the 70s. Of course, Raggedy Ann, voiced by June Foray, who you know famously as the female voice that existed in all of what did she do? Most famously, Rocky and Bullwinkle. She was Rocky the squirrel.
Oh, okay.
But does all sorts of other. Just one of those voices that is. She plays the female voice in every single Warner Brothers cartoon.
Right.
She's the witch lady. She's the granny. She's all the female voices basically. She did Raggedy Ann, and a couple other awesome people. Dawes Butler as well. The voice actor was Andy, and he's one of those guys that. If you look at his list of credits, it's like 7,000 things. He's just one of those guys who's a voice in everything.
Right.
And I absolutely love those movies because I want to drink, my eyes drink in the fucking Chuck Jones animation style. I just absolutely love it.
It's cool.
Yeah, but he's most famously known for doing some of everybody's favorite
Looney Tunes.
Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck. He did What's Opera Doc, of course.
Oh,
One of the most famous Looney Tunes cartoons. He's all over it, man. He's my favorite of them, of course. Plenty of other great ones. I.P. Freeling, Ted Clampett. So many amazing animators worked on that show. But something about Chuck Jones struck me. He also did a lot of Tom and Jerry as well. A lot of other stuff. He was deep in it for my childhood.
Tom and Jerry were all right. I never liked them quite as much as the other ones. Although, did you ever see the movie? The Tom and Jerry movie?
Which one's that?
The only movie that I know of.
God, I feel like he didn't have... Maybe I'm...
There was a Tom and Jerry movie where they talked.
Chuck Jones mixed up with somebody else. I feel like if he worked on Tom and Jerry, it might have just been as an animator.
It could be.
I feel like he wasn't the creator head of that.
Yeah.
I think that was before, because that was, Tom and Jerry started, I think in the 40s. It was early on. Yeah. Hanna-Barbera. Oh, Chuck Jones era. Okay. Yeah, he had an era then. He didn't create it, but there was from the 60s Tom and Jerry stuff. It was all Chuck Jones. So, and some of Jones' Tom and Jerry cartoons are reminiscent of his work with Wile E. Coyote and the Roadrunner, which is probably why they're my favorites and why I like Tom and Jerry, and a lot of people don't like Tom and Jerry for some reason.
I like some Tom and Jerry. Maybe
Tom and Jerry the movie you're talking about.
Yeah. Did you ever
see that? Thing?
It's a thing.
1992. Yep. How did I not see this? Is it
It
just
actually
really
got watched
bad?
quite a bit around our house.
Richard Kind plays Tom? What the fuck? Did they talk?
Oh, yeah.
I have not seen this movie.
It's a musical, too. It's got some cool songs.
The film has been criticized for giving dialogue to normally silent characters.
Yeah, it definitely did.
Yeah.
It's
I guess
weird.
it was just kind of...
Oh, it's a musical. So
It's
you
weird,
gotta-
huh? That sounds weird. Did not see that one.
It's an interesting one. It's not bad. I liked it. I saw it several times, so...
Wow.
Not in the theater or anything like that, but we had a DVD or something at some point, or a VHS.
Fair enough, fair
Watched
enough.
often in the house.
Well, cool. Well, it sounds like your movie marathon kind of petered out. Disney killed it off for you.
A little bit, yeah.
The streaming offerings weren't good enough.
There's a bunch of streaming ones, actually. I don't know, we actually ended up playing a ton of Towerfall Ascension.
Wow.
Yeah. Which
All
is
in on that.
a fun game.
You can purchase Towerfall Ascension on your favorite platforms.
Exactly.
Adam, I'm going to close us out
Okay.
with one final thing here. So we were talking about Chuck Jones
Yes.
and how much I love Chuck Jones.
Yes.
Let's see here. The What's Up Doc animation art of Chuck Jones exhibit in the Museum of Moving Image in New York. There's a famous poster. Chuck Jones had a very distinct rule set for the Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote cartoons. So I'm going to tell you the rules right now. Rule number 1. The Roadrunner cannot harm the coyote except by going beep beep. Of course, meaning the coyote. Yes. Rule number 2. No outside force can harm the coyote. Only his own ineptitude or the failure of the Acme products can harm him. Rule 3. The coyote could stop any time if he were not a fanatic. Repeat, a fanatic is the one who redoubles his effort when he has forgotten his aim. George Santayana, quote. Rule number 4. No dialogue ever, except for beep beep. Rule number 5. The Roadrunner must stay on the road, otherwise, logically, he would not be called the Roadrunner. Fair enough. He's always on the road, and he's trying to stop him on the road. To the point where he draws a road into a wall and then paints on like a tunnel so that the Roadrunner will run into the wall, and a car comes out of the painted tunnel and runs him over. Yeah. His own ineptitude. Although I don't know if I'd call that ineptitude as much as breaking the laws of the world.
Maybe that's the failure of Acme products. They actually created a
Acme
dimensional
paint,
portal.
Yeah, it makes a dimensional portal that a truck runs you over from. But whatever. The action must be confined to the natural environment of the two characters, the Southwest American desert. Rule 7. All material, tools, weapons, mechanical conveniences, or anything must be obtained from the Acme Corporation. Rule number 8. This is my favorite one, by the way. And
Yeah, I always wondered why, if Acme was such a bad product.
It's he's got a card. He's got a Savers card. He's just he's getting points on all those. All right, Adam. The next one makes me laugh, and the last one makes me smile and go aw. Rule number 8. Whenever possible, make gravity the coyote's greatest enemy. Which is true. Yeah. Most of his greatest failures have to do with physics not working in the way that he thought they would. And number 9, the final rule. The coyote is always more humiliated than harmed by his failures. Which is totally true. He's never hurt, really. Just more, messed up. You know what I mean? So that's pretty great. That's it. The other rules that apparently somebody else also found, I guess, another version of this that was posted up on the walls, I guess, of the studios. Yeah. Where the audience's sympathy must always remain with the coyote, so he can never do anything dastardly. You always feel bad for him. And the coyote is not allowed to catch or eat the Roadrunner, of course. Or else there wouldn't be any more cartoons.
That seems pretty obvious.
I just would like to see the version where he does. Yeah. And it's just like, oh, God, why? Oh, well, I mean, it's the same thing. Elmer Fudd can never eat, Daffy Duck or Bugs Bunny. Yeah. But he can catch him.
So. All right, Bob. Listen, it's a great cartoon, but We can't have him meeting the Roadrunner.
So he's just like, wow, I felt like I animated all of this realistic Roadrunner gore.
Exactly. It's like, why do you need that rule on the wall? Like, who came
I
up
don't
with
know.
the...
Maybe some hotshot guy came in with
Yeah.
an idea, and they're like, all right, we got to add this rule.
We're going avant-garde with this one, boys. He's got to finally catch and eat the Roadrunner.
Man. Anyway, so that's it.
Yeah.
That's our lives. Adam,
That
where
is.
can people find the website?
If they go to bornintheeighties.net, they
That's
should
right.
find it.
You can leave comments, find links,
Yeah.
look at the awesome title art I make for every episode.
Yes, that's always entertaining.
It is.
Yep.
It's usually somewhat relevant to the episode
Yeah.
in a fun way. And that is it. You can go to Facebook and find us and like our page. We had 100 page likes
Nice.
last week.
Very
That's
good.
awesome.
Very good.
Keep them coming. Tell your friends.
We're on iTunes.
Subscribe on iTunes. Leave us a rating. We got 50 ratings on iTunes right now. Let's make it more.
Please.
Let's
Yes.
get to it, people. Thanks so much for listening, and we will catch you next week. Adam, what's your final thoughts?
My final thoughts are...
Ever.
Ugh.
My final thoughts are,
Why?
oh my god, what's that?
Why?
That's my final thought. Is that looks closer than it actually is.
It sure is coming pretty fast.
Oh, what are some other famous final thoughts here? That's deep enough. I think I got the nails on right.
Right. I don't need rope.
Do you think that screw's tight enough? Any of these? These are also the coyote's last words in his
Yeah.
mind. Anyway, Adam,
Why did I buy Acme?
what's the episode title?
Why did I buy Acme?
Why did I buy Acme? I might have to shorten that to why buy Acme.
Why buy Acme? Yeah. I don't know.
Why would you?
My body's a dick.
I'd love to do that. I don't know if I can. I don't know what iTunes rule guidelines are. I think dick is not bad.
I don't think it's terrible. It could be somebody's name.
I don't know. I'm gonna look. Can you go on like the iTunes store on the internet?
Yes, I think you can.
Can I just look at music? Yeah. And I'm just gonna search dick. Let me just search dick. No results. But that's not music though. That's
Yeah.
How do I search? Adam! I don't want to open up iTunes on my computer.
Just do it.
iTunes podcasts. Can I search? Can I search iTunes podcasts? I would like to say that the Apple Podcast app is the absolute worst app ever made.
I don't know about that,
It's,
but it's
fucking bad.
It's annoying.
It doesn't work very well.
It works for me. But...
Can I? How do I search? I don't think the search works.
I found us on there before.
Well, maybe on the... I don't know how you can search on the website, though, because the search for the Apple site is just for, like, Apple products.
Yeah.
And not
I think
for...
you have to go to, like, podcast or whatever.
I tried, and there still wasn't a just podcast search bar. You know what, Adam? I'm just going to go to the iTunes store on my computer, because it will take 2 seconds to open the app.
Yeah, do that.
And I will search the iTunes store for dick. My Dick bonus track. Dick in a Box.
Oh, there you go.
Thinking with My Dick. Featuring Juicy J. Julie Andrews. Dick Van Dyke. And the Pearly Chorus. Mary Poppins. Podcast. Here we go. Podcast. Here's a podcast episode called 50 Shades of Matt's Dick. From Penn Sunday School.
Yeah.
Psychobabble. How to Suck a Dick. Episode 20.
Well, there
That's
you go.
it. That's it. A lot of podcasts. The words "dick" in it. Mm-hmm. WNYC Studios puts out Kristen Wiig and Dick Cavett.
I knew there had to be
A Pete Holmes episode with Andy Dick.
Yeah.
That's it, man. So we could put Dick as the title. You know what you'll find out, dear listeners, dear readers, is whether or not I put that as the title. Episode image for that's going to be hard to find.
Yeah, if you don't want to be explicit.
We're done.
All right.
Well, you have a good night.
Yep.
Hopefully you have fun if your friend comes over.
Oh, I hope so.
You hope he comes over, you hope you have fun?
Well, both. I mean, I guess it depends on what kind of fun you're talking about. I don't know about anything particularly crazy, but I just like to see him.
Just like to see him.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Need a refresher before
back to the school
work.
Grind.
Yeah.
Well, good luck with all that.
Yeah, thank you.
And I'm going to go do something for a few hours before our Lance comes over.
Okay.
And we drink and watch Hard Knocks.
Sounds fun. Hard
HBO
Knocks.
series.
Oh, right, the football thing.
We're going to watch all 5 eps.
Cool.
Get wasted. Watch football training camp. Which is interesting.
Sounds fun.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Well produced, too. Like a great documentary. Anyway, I got to go.
All right.
I need a glass of water. You got me hankering.
All right.
All right.
Drank it up. I am saying some words right now at about the range and volume that I will be talking.
All right, let me just get the topics list out.
Yeah, I should do that too.
Sorry, I got the I got the call.
Mm-hmm.
Adam,
Yeah.
the
What
Windows
call's that?
10 call.
Oh yeah.
So I was upgrading.
Ah,
I'm all upgraded.
nice. I think I'm gonna upgrade the laptop soon too.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna upgrade my laptop too. I told it to get it, so
Yeah.
it will arrive.
I think mine did the stealth download, where it's like, hey, you're ready.
Yep, mine did too. That's overnight, I guess, and I was just like, oh, all right. It's like, hey, you can just hit install, and it took like not even that long. It was like half hour.
Yeah.
It seems pretty all right so far.
I like it.
It seems about no different than I remember, so
Yeah.
like it doesn't really seem to have changed a single thing.
The settings have changed a bit, but it's not that big of a deal.
In a bad way?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
It kind of depends. Like, there's a lot of different ways to do stuff, like outside of control panel now, with just like settings type stuff. Yeah, it's fine. It's kind of like Windows 8 in that fashion. You can do some of that stuff in weird settings menus in Windows 8 as well.
Yeah.
I like it. I think it
Fair
looks
enough.
better.
Fair enough, Adam.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
No, just fair enough.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
Fair enough?
Nope, just fair enough.
Fair enough.
Thank you, Adam. That's how we roll
You are welcome.
on the Butt Patrol.
What?
I don't know. Just coming up with new, catchphrases.
Yeah, let's
Like
shelve that one.
That's how we roll on the Butt Patrol.
Let's,
I
shelve
dropped
that
something.
a bit.
You want to shelve that one? Put that one back in the steak oven?
Yeah.
Let me just grab a pad and pen so I can write down newts. Oh, balls. I got a pad. I got a pen. I got a paper. I wrote Barack Obama press interview. That's on this sheet of paper I have.
See.
Into the garbage.
The garbage, I say.
Into the garbage. That's it, really. Let me just make this a new Born in the 80s. Adam, do you know what episode number this is?
185.
You are correct. 184 will be out tomorrow. Oh, God. I wrote byte 185 and then I crossed it off by trying to dramatically slash my pen across the page. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
It's okay. So you have something to talk about.
I do.
Oh, you have another thing.
Mm-hmm.
I see you've written.
Mm-hmm.
I have a couple things that we hadn't talked about yet. A couple articles.
Yeah.
I had it stuck in my head. It's one of the Samsung default dealios.
Yeah.
Like thing since Lauren's alarm.
Mm-hmm.
Because now she has a new job and she wakes up in the mornings now. So I hear her alarm.
I see.
Yep.
Oh, I may be switching to first shift.
She works as a farm tech now.
What does that mean?
Pharmacy tech.
Oh.
At a pharmacy.
I thought it was like a farm.
Yeah, no.
Because I know she likes working with animals. So. I see. It doesn't require any kind of, like, schoolings. I thought she mostly was opera and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, if they're getting, like, medicinal classes to become a farm tech, or...
No, you just follow instructions. It's not that hard.
Oh, okay.
I teach you everything on the job, and I mean, I think you don't even need a college degree, but I think it's probably preferred that you at least are not a bad person. So getting a college degree is at least not.
Are you implying something?
What?
That I'm a terrible person?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that, like, people with college degree are more likely to have just worked harder by default.
That's true.
By default. I'm not saying people without college degrees, aren't hard workers or anything. But I'm just saying.
You had to put enough work in to get a college degree.
Correct. So it's like a base level of, okay, you're not like some crazy person.
Yeah.
We should probably start.
Okay. Yeah, let's do that.